Hi guys, I'm Phill from Australia. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Arutunian Trumpet Concerto. As I mentioned in the introduction, today we're talking about the Arutunian Trumpet Concerto. We're just going to work on the introduction section for now. So as you can hear, my tenutos, I don't treat them as long. I treat them as marked and a bit firmer on the front of the tongue. I'm also making sure that my phrasing goes all the way to the semiquavers at the end of the line. I also like to make sure that my two opening phrases are just a little bit different. Very similar, but just a touch different, so it's still interesting the second time round. Then we need to back off the dynamic. We've made our bold statement, we've repeated it slightly different to create a little bit more interest. Now we need to back off and then build that suspension again, all the way through to the end of the phrase, which once again is that two semiquavers to quaver rhythm. As you can hear there, I've dropped the volume back and then I'm growing through the phrase and a little bit more agitated up until that semiquaver rhythm. You'll also notice I put a slight gap before the semiquavers. That helps bring it out a little bit more as that main thing. From here, we need to keep an active silence going and keep the tempo sort of moving forward, keeping the listener interested in the next rhythm. And we also need to make sure that the triplets are in tempo. And in here, we're back into that passion again. I'll do that run again. And this B flat, this is the climax of this whole opening section. Alright, so that needs to really ring. It needs to be resonant. We need to have a lot of vibrato here, but we also need to make sure that we're not overblowing the instrument. I'll play that again. Back to the active silence again with that breath mark. So key points for me in this piece are we need to have a big sound. We can also use quite a lot of vibrato in this piece, and it helps with that character, the Armenian, Russian kind of character. We need to make sure that the rhythm, whilst quasi-cadenza, is still able to be understood easily, especially with the triplets. We also need to make sure that the rhythm is easy to interpret. Yes, it's quasi-cadenza, but we still need to understand the rhythmic structure of what's going on. And finally, we need to make sure that the silence in this opening is active silence. We don't want dead silence. Dead silence automatically makes people stop listening. Active silence creates interest. It keeps people listening. It creates suspension, waiting for something to happen while we're not doing anything. If you're trying to improve your trumpet playing, consider subscribing. I've got tips and tricks that will help trumpet players of all ages. If you've got a specific area of your trumpet playing you'd like help with, leave a comment below, I'll see it and I'll get a video together for you. Once again, I'm Phill from Australia, and happy practicing.